Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone still held in high regard for his work at Florida State, Jordan Travis.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You don't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Across midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Another run for Henry. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. It's Allen again. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Right back to Allen. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
second down carry for Achan. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. New set of downs for him at the 38. The tight end going in motion right. First down, Burrow to throw. That's caught, Devon Achan.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Achan up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Cowboys sending out the dime package, third down. They'll stick with Achan. And he rocks the tackler. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time. Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's a Seattle touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Henry on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. 3rd and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Allen trying this straight ahead. Has a lane inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Allen. He finds some space again. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow gets this to Johnson. A lot of mess on the move here. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's knocked free. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Achan does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got a first to begin the frame. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They go to Barkley again. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well, but let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle, okay? I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. They'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Burrow setting up the play action. Got Evans, it's complete. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And he brings fires this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Starts the return at the 34. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Cowboys and Braylon Allen back out on offense again. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. The drive begins with Henry. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Ashton Davis there on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They run. Here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
This is Allen on the give. He spins right. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a 13-point lead. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. H.N. again on second. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackled by Ruth Orororo. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Burrow from the gun. Headed out right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Gotta go.
And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They're going play action. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A-Chain on the inside give. And they had that one contained right at the line. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Burrow setting to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he gets him around 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's another carry for Barkley. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They run with Allen. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we'll pause for an injury that nobody wants to see. That is Travis Kelce in need of some assistance. It's Allen again. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Burrow now against the blitz. Connects with Johnson. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The former soccer star, Brendan Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.